So we're doing Frozen Kids. I'm super excited about it. And we have a week to put on this show. We got 25 amazing campers here this week. And yeah, we're staging a show, full costume, choreography, sets, everything. It's going to be a fully staged musical. And we're really excited. We're gonna be singing, dancing, acting, everything memorized, no scripts in hand. We have a week and we can do it, I'm sure of it. So we're gonna put a little X. So what you do is wherever you come in, stand on the X, like this. You're gonna sing out to the audience as if you were on stage performing. But I will show you guys as if it's backwards. So the X, imagine you guys are watching me. I'll come in, imagine the X is here. I will come in. Hi, my name is Eric, and I will be singing Let It Go. We'll start it, and then the song starts, and then you perform. Super high to the sky, reach up super high to the sky. Do 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can everybody yell, Frozen? Now can everybody just go and say, let it go? Let it go! Let it go! Let it go! All right, everybody sit down. Okay, so we are going to start from this way and go all the way around. You're going to have, okay?
I was feeling a little bit nervous, but I've been around some of these people that came back for Frozen that were in Lion King last year, so I felt very comfortable.
I was like shaking the entire time, but I thought it went pretty well. I hope no one noticed that I was literally, my whole body was shaking.
Before I tell everybody what their parts are, I just want to preface this with you guys are all amazing. Everybody has a part in this show. Everybody will be featured at some point in the show. You guys are all incredibly talented, but there is no part that is bigger than any other part. I just want to let you know that. Everybody, I want you to be happy with your parts. There's no part that's bigger because you know what we are? We are not our characters. We are all an ensemble to tell a story. So we are all important to telling this story. Everybody is an ensemble member. The word ensemble, actually none of you are even ensemble. Everybody has a part. Everybody has a role. There's enough roles for everybody. But we are all an ensemble, which means, what does ensemble mean? Corinne?
Together as a group.
Yes, exactly. We're all together as a group. We are a team. Everybody's working together to tell this story of Frozen, tell this beautiful story that Disney and Robert Anderson and Kristen Anderson and Robert Lopez wrote, and Jennifer Lee who wrote the story. So we are all here to tell that story, and I'm super excited to work on this with you guys. You guys are all so amazing. I was blown away by all of your singing and just learning that song within 10 minutes. So who's ready to hear it?
Me!
Okay, all right.
possible. And it's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm really excited to do it.
Everybody, whether they had never sung before or had been singing their whole lives, everybody, it was different talent levels all across the board, but everybody exceeded my expectations. It was really great, so it was really hard to choose. We were down to a lot of different parts with multiple different names that could play the part. But when you're casting, it's like a puzzle. Because sometimes there's only one person who can play a specific part. They may be able to play multiple parts, but once you start plugging in those pieces, the puzzle just starts to form itself. And it was pretty clear cut this year. Everybody was really great, and I think everybody's going to exceed and shine and do what they do best in their specific roles. Like your head voice is like, more airy, yeah. Full voice is here.
Yeah.
It's quieter and stuff. But I liked how in the beginning you went, turn away and slam the door. I don't care. And then at the end you're like, I don't care. You know what I mean? You gave it more. I liked how at the beginning you really built that song. You took that note perfectly the way I told you to. So just keep it the same. Keep playing with it, keep working on it. It's really, 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 really good.
My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy laugh. I'm never going back. The past is in the past.
Hit the ground running. First thing in the morning, we started learning music, and we pretty much got 80% of all the songs taught and learned, which is really great. That's even better than we were last year. We taught almost 8 songs today, which was really great, and I think there's only 12 in the show, so that's awesome. And then we started, actually, we were fortunate enough to start staging, and we got through like page 11, which is 1/5 of the show. So we got that staged, and we're just gonna keep going tomorrow. And they also learned one of the biggest dances in the show. They learned all the choreography for that too. They're just becoming friends, they're becoming closer, and it's just really cool to see. As we talked about last year, it's really cool to see people creating new roles out of their skill set, because these kids can do so much more than just one role. And I think it's really, really cool to see them tackle a new opportunity in a completely different world, a different show, different music, different styles of singing too. And yeah, it's really, really awesome watching them adjust and adapt to that. To like Elsa's room / playroom, if we're going to just leave the door there for that amount of time, I'd want the parents to barge in through the door. Okay. Leave the door open, have the scene, and then you see them give her gloves, and then they lock Elsa in her room, they leave, she sits down next to the door, and then you see young Anna come back up. Okay. Elsa? Because it's all gotta happen like, it can block a little bit of slack.
It's been 2 days of the biggest whirlwind that you've ever seen. Learning lines, learning blocking, learning music, learning songs, learning to work together as a collective unit, and everybody's doing a fantastic job. We're about halfway through the show, and I couldn't be prouder of how far they've come. In 48 hours, they're doing great.
Turn on the snowflakes. Can you tell me what you think?
The other part I enjoy of this is just having the creative freedom to sit down, look at the script, and say, this is what I want to do, and this is what I see with the lights.
All right, perfect, thank you.
It's just sitting down and looking at that script and saying, how can I make the audience feel for this character with the lights?
Today we had the costume parade, and so we were able to see all of the costumes put together and gather anything that we needed to last minute. But the kids look great in them. I think they feel great in them. I think it adds a certain element to their character as well. And I think they're just excited to wear the pretty dresses and be Olaf and Sven on stage.
It's really fun, and it's just fun running lines and having fun singing the songs.
I am adult Anna in this production. I've always watched Frozen, so I love being Anna. My sister and I have always sung the songs, and so I'm loving that she's little Anna and I'm big Anna, so we can kind of help each other out.
We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why.
I've definitely been settling into the part, but there's a lot of lines, a lot of stuff to memorize, but I think I'm getting there.
I really like playing my character because he's really hardworking, so playing that character is really fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing the kids transform into their characters when they're adding all their accessories like the wigs and the dresses, and really seeing the magic of the show in the costumes, especially during Let It Go when Ramira's dress tears off. I'm excited to see that.
You look fantastic. Wait till you see how awesome you look. Let's, on the count of 3, we're gonna say thank you, Miss Morgan, and crew. Okay? So you're gonna say thank you, Miss Morgan, and crew. 1, 2. Somebody hang on.
Thank you, Miss Morgan!
Love you guys.
Honestly, it's like really rewarding to see it all come together, even if one of the kids misses a step or if something goes wrong and an umbrella falls on the floor. Like, even if that happens, if the kids are smiling and singing and just having a good time, that's really all that matters for me. I just want them to be happy and enjoy the moment that they're in.
It's really cool because you drop them off the first day and they're nervous because they don't know who's going to be here, what kind of character they're going to do, and then just seeing all the kids' transformations, you know, whether they have any experience or a little bit of experience or a lot of experience from day one to the end, to see that like up on the stage when it all comes together with big smiles on their face, all us parents being like, oh my gosh, that's our kid up there, whether it be our son or our daughter. And they've only do this for a week. Like, some of the productions last months. These kids are doing it in a week, and the end result, like even last year, was phenomenal. So we're really excited for Saturday.
But not so tight then.
You look amazing.
A wig falling off? Okay, face me.
Now lights up. Perfect. We will be starting here shortly in a few minutes.
We started this process last Saturday, and we learned all the blocking, all the music, all the choreography. We did a day of tech, and today is the day that we're putting the show together for the very first time.
Well, we just had our final dress rehearsal and it just blew me away. We had some special invited guests come in to join us so that the kids could learn about how to hold for applause and how to wait for laughter. And it was phenomenal. I can't say enough about how great it was and how well that they did. You would not think that this was a week-long process. They were amazing.
Music theater is a wonderful way for kids to be creative and express themselves, learn how to be part of an ensemble. My husband and I were both involved in different aspects of music theater when we were in high school. And as a teacher at Gateway, I feel like the arts are something that have slowly over time declined. And so it's exciting to see the younger generation building up and being involved in music theater.
So now, to focus up, to get our minds right for the show, to get ready, to get our bodies centered, everybody just be centered and calm, and just be ready to do this show, and get in the mindset of the show. Remember, we are members of Arendelle. We are in the kingdom of Arendelle. Remember, we are no longer students. We are no longer elementary students at Gateway. We are no longer any of that. This isn't Micah and Addison now. It's Elsa and Anna. Okay, guys, remember, we are sisters, we are brothers, we are family. We're all members of Arendelle. We are members of the Hidden Folk, Kristoff, Olaf, Sven. We're all these awesome fairy tale creatures in a really cool kingdom of Arendelle. Okay, guys? And now this is the most magical part where we get to create something that is outside of us, that is bigger than us. So we now get to enter this beautiful imagination world, okay? So when you go off stage and stuff, it's not your friend. We're still in the world of the show. Until that curtain closes, we are all people of Arendelle, okay? And we have names, we have lives, we have backstories. We're no longer ourselves, just kids who came from 10 minutes down the road, all right? So we're gonna do something now that's called Pass the Pulse. It's gonna focus us up and center us and get us in the world of the show. Did you get it? We got it, first try. First try. Wow, everybody give yourself a round of applause. They're amazing. Seriously, everybody. I feel a little nerves in the building, and that's okay, because that's always the opening night show or the opening show. We're opening on a matinee. The opening show always, you know, there are sometimes mistakes and stuff, but it always just has a raw energy of just nerves and excitement, and things will happen that will be different than things that we've ever seen all week, because the kids will they'll have instincts, impulses, and it'll be really raw and exciting this first show. And then we'll take a break, have some food, and then we'll come back, and the 7 o'clock show I think will be dialed in, locked in, and just stunningly amazing.
Oh, now they're filming it. Oh, great.
They've been filming it.
I know.
Say 1, 2, 3, Frozen! The show blew us all away. Everybody, every single person, parent, friend, family member who came in talked about it and got nothing but glowing reviews. Half the people went, I didn't know what to expect, and I was blown away by the entire experience. And the kids were so amazing. They were so excited to be up there. And pretty much every single kid even came up to us afterwards like, can we do it again? So, amazing ending to an amazing week.
The whole purpose of the program is to expand and introduce children in the Monroeville area to theater, Monroeville and surrounding areas to theater. And that was our main goal last year, to start to do that. And I think it's growing and growing and growing. And more children are joining, and that's the purpose of this whole camp.
Yeah. I think the most beautiful thing is the fact that so many kids came back because of the great experience they had last year. And so many kids want to come back. Pretty much every single kid who can come back is excited. They're like, I want to come back next year. When's it starting? When's it happening? What show are we doing?
What show are we doing?
They're so excited. And honestly, the most beautiful thing is just watching these kids who, some of them have never done it before. I, as someone who is a professional in this industry and do this full time for a living, I can see these kids doing this as well. And that's something that is, some kids who have never even stepped foot on stage in 5 days, now I'm like, you're gonna be a star.
30
and
hours.
That's something to me that it's life-changing to see, for me, for Janine, for them, and for everybody else, and everybody in the audience got to see it firsthand today.
I love theater. I've grown up in the theater. I've grown up working with my children in the theater. I'm an educator, and for me, giving them my passion and, you know, my love of theater and just having them grow to love it in return is the most rewarding thing for me.
I think for me, I had no idea about anything in theater, what it was. And then when I was 12 years old, the first time I stepped on stage and an audience clapped for me, it changed my life. And I think sharing that with them and watching that, I know how that felt for me, and watching that experience live with these kids, watching it change their lives in real time is just so magical. And one other thing for me is watching the kids become friends. It's like when you're becoming friends with someone, you don't get to see it from the outside because it's happening to you personally. But we, as outsiders and as educators and teachers to these kids, we watch them all day, and watching their relationships and become, you see Saturday, they don't even know each other. And then now a week later on Saturday, these kids are hugging each other, cheering each other on, crying that they get to miss their best friend. They've literally become best friends in 5 days. And that to me that's something that you really, I can't even explain it. It's really amazing. As much as people from the outside may see that I'm teaching these kids and Janine's teaching these kids and we're pouring ourselves into them, what's so beautiful about this and this summer camp is they pour it right back into us. What they give and their energy and their spirit and everything they have to give, it is just such a beautiful give and take of us teaching them and then them receiving and then giving that back, the energy, and it makes me just, it fills me up. Seriously, it fills me up in such an amazing way that this camp in 1 week, I will say it again, I probably ring this statement raw, but this camp changes their lives and it changes our lives too. In 1 week, like last year, changed my life, and this year changed my life in a way that I didn't even expect. And it's just a really, really amazing thing to see, and it makes me emotional thinking about it.